Welcome back, guys, to this Let's Play. So, on our last episode, we got to the city of Mel. I completely forget. But it's a city where I believe people are brainwashed because Dahnans and Renans are now living in coexistence. And it's just weird. A lot of these people, they don't seem brainwashed. That's the weird thing, though. They can completely live their own lives. They have their own thoughts still. They don't act brainwashed at all. But it's just weird because I'm not used to seeing Dahnans and Renans live in coexistence.
Halt! I presume you're Alphen, of Orbis Calaglia? I'm Captain Kisara of the Eldermenencia Guard.
Oh, she's hot.
Just Kisara? No last name would make you a Dahnan.
So it does. Is that a problem?
The guard. Wait, so you're saying the Lord of Eldermenencia has Dahnans protecting him?
In this country, Dahnan guardsmen aren't unusual. Everyone who enlists does so of their own free will.
She sounds like she's serious, Alphen.
That makes no sense. Don't your people remember 7 years ago?
Wouldn't you be grateful if you were finally allowed to live as a free person? And for my part, there is no greater honor than being chosen to serve His Excellency, Lord Dohalim. I feel no shame. But all of that aside, I came seeking you, Alphen, at Lord Dohalim's behest. He wishes an audience with you.
With us?
Does he now?
Indeed. He awaits you at Autelina Palace. That is, if you choose to accept. I am here only as a messenger, not a kidnapper. Your reply?
Of course, I want to meet this guy.
All right. We'll meet your lord.
Very well. I shall return and deliver your acceptance. Please don't keep him waiting too long.
Before you go, what lies beyond this point?
A quarry manned by Dahnan laborers.
Nothing else?
There's a Dahnan medical facility for the severely ill at the back. However, for sanitation reasons, it's kept off limits, even to guardsmen.
That was odd. Why do you think this Dohalim would want to see us?
It's probably a trap.
Still, they already know we're here. Not like we can start being stealthy now. We might as well listen to what he has to say.
Hey, are you sure about going? What if it's a trap?
That's no reason to back out now.
Law's right. I get your concern, but we should buckle down.
That Kisara woman. She sounded pretty smug about serving Dohalim, didn't she?
She still has a Renan for a boss. How is that any different from being a slave?
Renan society is a meritocracy. To us, it's seen as natural that those who sit at the top rule over the rest.
It's the same old wall as the rest of Dahna at the end of the day, just with a different coat of paint.
I guess it can change people's attitudes if they can at least serve someone they respect.
But they're still being deceived. It's obvious that's what's happening.
Is it
On
though?
the one hand, her loyalty really did seem to be genuine. But on the other hand, Calaglia had its fair share of Dahnans who just accepted Renan rule because it was all they'd ever known. With that in mind, it can be hard to tell if her loyalty truly came about on its own, or if it's just the result of years of subjugation.
Who knows? It might clear some things up if we hear what Dohalim has to say.
Yeah, you're right. Let's make our way to the palace.
Yeah, let's go meet this guy.
Whew! I don't sense any more enemies.
I just don't get it. The Dahnans have endured years of suffering. How could they just turn around and trust the Renans all of a sudden?
Yeah, I've been wondering the same thing. But I guess they must have a pretty good reason, right?
Like what? What could erase 300 years of pain and suffering?
Maybe it's precisely because they suffered for so long that they see Dohalim as something of a savior.
Hey, whose side are you on here, Alphen?
Relax, Rinwell. All I'm saying is that we shouldn't jump to assumptions about these people until we know more about the situation.
I just don't get it.
I don't get it either, but, you know, I'm totally down with Law. I agree with Law completely.
I guess that towering structure at the center is the palace.
You think it's dangerous to go inside?
It's not a question of danger. We're going inside regardless.
Hey!
Pretty fancy place they got here.
A lot of soldiers.
There's no way this isn't a trap.
Your guests, my lord.
Not what I was expecting.
Kisara. You're the wielder of the blazing sword, the liberator of Calaglia. You do dress humbly for someone of such grandeur. But where are my manners? I am the ruler of Elda Menencia. I'm Lord Dohalim Ilkaris.
If you know who we are, then you know how strange it is to invite us into your palace.
I thought I'd clear up your misconceptions before things could escalate. What do you say? You did come here to defeat me, did you not?
Perhaps, and what if we did? Are you planning to fight us here?
I don't think that will be necessary. After all, I imagine you've taken in a fair amount of his scent by this point. Have you come across even one slave being abused? Soldiers killing for sport? Suffering of any form?
Not at all.
I would hazard that you have not. For I have liberated Menencia from its suffering and brought joy to its people. But if these results are not enough to stay your sword... I commend you for your boldness, but it won't work on me. Still, your would-be assassination cannot go unpunished.
Nice work, Shinon. You pissed the guy off. Why did Shinon do that? We could have made peace with this guy.
Fair enough. Allow me to host you for dinner. We shall continue our talk then. Kelzelik?
Yes, my lord.
Please escort our guests if you would be so kind.
As you wish, sire.
Usually Shinon is pretty smart. That was just dumb.
That's what you get for being so careless.
What I get? What were you thinking attacking him on your own?
What are you upset about? Our whole goal is supposed to be overthrowing the lords. Remember?
He could have been hurt.
And it wouldn't have been the first time either. What's gotten into you?
Hey, you do know that Alphen is really just worried about you, right?
He's worried?
I mean, that's what it looked like to me. But maybe not.
Emblem obtained. Shinon loose cannon. Increase max AG. Yeah, we definitely have more points to spend too. Huh.
It pains me to see that Renan cuisine isn't to your liking. I asked my chefs to prepare only the finest delicacies available. 2 wasted opportunities.
Why did you set the Dahnans here free when you took over?
But you are mistaken. You see, I may rule single-handedly, but on my own, even I cannot change the order of things. But what is within my power is the welfare of the people, the fostering of a mutual respect among the classes. This I can change.
Sounds a lot like the Dahnans are still oppressed, if you ask me.
Only in the sense they continue to serve as laborers, yes. However, I assure you they are fairly compensated for their efforts. This harmony we strive for is the current pinnacle of Renan-Dahnan coexistence.
Harmony and coexistence between the Renans and the
It
Dahnans.
sounds
What about
legit.
the crown contest? This doesn't exactly make you a shoo-in.
And yet, the Dahnans here are even more productive than when they used to face daily lashings. In any case, the crown contest is of little importance to me, and even less to Elda Menencia. You see, I have no interest in becoming sovereign. Stop this! Please! It's over! Stop!
How could you? I swear, I'll never forgive you for this!
It is not by choice that one assumes the throne of a realm. But sovereign is a different matter entirely. I have no interest in playing their game.
Are you saying you'll withdraw from the contest?
I guess if you don't plan to ascend the throne, there's not much reason to harvest energy from Dahnans, is there?
Let the ambitious fight it out amongst themselves. All I care for is maintaining peace throughout my realm.
So what? Your personal desires are all that matter to you?
Take a look in the mirror. I may not play their games, but you have outright betrayed your own. You've torn down 2 of my fellow lords. What precisely is your aim? Spare me your answer. I care not for your reasons. Suffice it to say, I will not impede you. That said, should you threaten the peace of my realm, I will respond. I suggest you conclude your business and leave Menencia at your earliest convenience. Kelzelik. Our guests depart. Please see to their lodgings for the night.
I I shall arrange for rooms for you all at a local inn. It is a short ways down the road. You may stay there for the night, after which I suggest you promptly make your departure.
Damn, look at how ritzy this place is. How many rooms do you think it's got?
Don't you think you're being a little too relaxed? They could strike at any moment.
So you're the blazing sword of Calaglia now, huh? Come to think of it, I remember Ganabelt calling you that too.
Yeah, you're getting to be pretty famous among the lords.
Yeah, and that's not a good thing either.
What do you mean? That's something you should be proud of, if anything, Alphen. They're scared of you, man. You're a real badass.
It's not as simple as that, Law. The more well-known he is, the more people might come after him.
No, that's not what I'm worried about.
It isn't?
When people call me that, it feels like there's something hanging over me that shouldn't be there. It's hard to put into words, but it's something that doesn't feel like a part of me. Something I can't let be a part of me. Or else.
Well, I still think it's pretty amazing, but that's just me.
Okay. Damn, there's a lot of stuff to check out in here. Let's explore this place as long as we don't get kicked out. Locked. Locked. Well, all doors might just be locked. Entrance plaza, second floor. Did we just go around in a circle? What's the meeting room? That was the other door over here. Okay, so we were able to get in that room. Guard room, noble room, staff headquarters, barracks, lord's quarters. Those were all locked down there. Are any of these open down here? Staff quarters are open. No items? It's a section of books, etiquette. Titles alone make your posture go rigid. Let's see if we can go in the barracks. A lot of these rooms just have nothing in them. That's the entrance plaza. Library. Let's see what's in the library.
Whoa! What is this place? The shelves here are filled with books! Not just Renan books either. There are tons of Dahnan ones too!
Rinwell, I get that you're excited, but we've got more important things to worry about right now.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
An omelet recipe. Nice. I didn't know you could get recipes from those. $2,451 days left. 2,450 days left. It's the diary of a Renan who counted down the days to the crown contest. Art of torture? What the hell? Working slaves to the bone while maintaining productivity? The Fashionista's Guide to Linguine Attire and Armor? The Joys of Fine Liquor, a compendium of Menashian breweries. Huh. There's a storeroom 2. Let's go check those out. Ooh, a heavy treat. Highly valuable medicine spread across an area that restores 3,000 HP to all allies. Seems a little bit overkill. 3,000 HP?
What's this thing?
Some gold. Nice. Happy Bottle. A euphoric concoction that brings in good luck when consumed, greatly increasing the battle chain bonus gauge. Wonder if we can enter the kitchen. Let's go check it out.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
An owl in here? Oh yeah, there he is.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Thought maybe we'd find a good recipe in there or something, but nope. That's entrance plaza, staff waiting room. Alright, I think that's basically everything. Yeah, I think we checked out everything. Alright. There was like three locked doors we couldn't enter, but we checked out everything else we could, so...
Do you really think we should trust accommodations from a Renan lord? How do we know it's safe?
Like we have any other choice. We can't go and set up camp outside of town at this hour.
Honestly, I'd still take that over staying here. What if they try to kill us in our sleep?
Grim.
I doubt that's the case. His best chance to kill us would have been back at the palace.
True. Yep.
His true intentions aside, for now, at least we're in his good books.
And we probably shouldn't test his patience. Let's find that inn and check in.
Interesting. All we ever got was a tattered blanket, a rock-hard bed, and well past its prime food.
What are you talking about?
What we got for our slave labor back in Calaglia. As you can tell, it wasn't much at all. Here, the Dahnans get the same basic amenities, but the quality is way better than anything we were given. Hell, apparently they even get time off to do what they want. If I'm being honest, I'm not sure how to take all this in.
Could it be that things were simply harsher in Calaglia compared to everywhere else?
It was the same in Cislodia, too. Our buildings and clothing were equipped to handle the cold, but that was the only difference. Working the floodlights was a form of punishment, so we didn't really get rewarded for anything that we did.
Yeah, you could be assigned to fix food or make daily necessities too, but when all was said and done, most of that stuff went to the Renans. There wasn't much in the way of compensation for any of that, so I'd say that Cislodia and Calaglia were both pretty awful.
An Elder Menancia really is unusual.
To say the least. Hell, I might even go so far as to call it crazy. But the fact remains, Dahnans aren't free here.
Yeah, no matter how happy they look, they're still slaves.
I don't even know what to think right now. This is all way too much to deal with. It's giving me a headache. So even though the Dahnans are still technically slaves here, they aren't being oppressed. If Calaglia had been like this, would we have been content? Would there have been any reason to stand and fight? So that was Lord Dohalim, huh? He sure is something. Definitely not like the other lords we've met up until now.
At first, he sounded like just some snobby royal, but he immediately shut down Shion's surprise attack. He's tougher than he looks.
Definitely. After all, he's a lord for a reason.
food was pretty damn good too.
Why are you two complimenting him? You just said it yourself, Alphen. He's a Renan lord.
Yeah, but he didn't act hostile towards us.
You're reading him wrong. He's acting indifferent. He's attempting to keep some distance between himself and everyone else. It's obvious.
What are we going to do then? Vicent seems to be legit peaceful. Are we just gonna do as he says and leave things be?
I'm not entirely sure. For now, I think it would be best for us to rest at the inn and think about our options.
Honestly, from my opinion, if I was Elfin, I don't think we should kill the Lord. I mean, I feel like he has a good thing going here for the city. And I feel like killing the Lord would just, well, for one, uproar the city because everybody seems to love him. And when you kill somebody pretty important to people, people usually don't take that as a good thing. So I'm thinking that's probably not the best idea. We're at 31 minutes. Let's rest here or click on this and see what happens.
Welcome, fair travelers. Lord Dohalim's retainer told us to expect you. It is an honor for you to stay with us. Please, make yourselves comfortable.
This is better than I expected.
Hmm?
The room. It's nice.
Huh? Oh, yeah. It is pretty nice.
You okay, La? You're a million miles away.
Nah, it's weird. I felt strange ever since we arrived here. Can't seem to shake it. Maybe it's something about this place.
You're just tired. I'm feeling pretty sluggish myself.
You too?
Seriously, you two? A word to the wise, our work here is far from over. Get yourselves together.
Sorry, but I need to call it a day. Let's meet back here tomorrow morning and see where things go from there. Sound good?
Sure, but keep an eye out for anything strange, okay? We still don't know how safe this place really is. Are you two feeling any better?
Yeah, a good night's sleep seems to have done the trick.
I wonder why we felt so out of it. You think it might have been because of all the food we ate?
You don't think they slipped something into our food, do you? That must be it.
If they were making an attempt on our lives, we'd know it by now. Though, on the other hand, they could be warning us off.
Come to think of it, you didn't eat anything at the meal, Rinwell. Aren't you starving?
Oh, I made myself something later.
You missed out. That was some mighty fancy grub they served yesterday.
What? And give the enemy a chance to poison me too? Are you crazy?
What's the big deal? Shawn ate it too, remember? And we both tried the same stuff.
Well, maybe they laced it with poison that's only harmful to Dahnans, hmm?
That's enough, Rinwell.
A cat? Where'd it come from?
There's something on its collar. Hold on a sec.
I think it's trying to lead us somewhere.
I'm gonna follow it.
Hey! Where do you think you're going?
I'm gonna follow it. I'm gonna follow this random cat. Alright, we're gonna save this for the next episode, I guess, because we're already at 34 minutes. So yeah, we'll follow the black cat on the next episode. See you next time, guys. Stay tuned. More coming soon.